Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, we are going to be playing in the FV215B 183. We make a video on this tank like every month, and it's just a fun vehicle to play. It's quite fun every now and then to pull it out, get that dust off and hit somebody for 1300, and then crawl back into my hidey hole and pull it out in another month. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. I also wanted to ask, what do you guys think is going to happen to this vehicle in update 9.1? That's what I want to see in the comments. What do you think is going to happen to this vehicle? Is it going to get more alpha damage or more armor? I mean, if Wargaming's planning on giving autoloaders 4 shells, is this tank going to get like the PC alpha values where it's got 1300 with a standard shell and 1700 on the Hesh? I hope not, but we will have to see. I do not know what's going to happen to this tank, and to be honest, I don't think anything is going to happen to it when 9.1 arrives. I think it's just going to stay the same, but only time can tell. Either way, here we are in our first battle on Winter Melons. Not a bad map at all for the 183, as it's got some pretty good positions to hide this tank around corners. The enemy team has got an AMX-50B, a T-57 Heavy, an E-75, an M5 Yo for heavies, and when it comes to mobile tanks, they got a 54 and a 92E1. We do have a TVP 5051 as a Tier 10 medium, but let's be real, the TVP's got about the same DPM as a Tier 9 anyway, so we'll see how that guy works out, as long as our 92 does support him, and it looks like the Emil 2 on our team might also go that way. I don't know. We're going to have to find out here. The thing about the 183 is it's not very fast, as you can see. We're only going about 20 right now, and that's just climbing over that slight hill, but it can get up to about 35 kilometers per hour, so it's not the fastest, it's not the slowest, it's just meh. Alright, let's make our way up towards the front line. Let's see if somebody wants to poke this. Hello, T92, and there you go. There's 976 hit points off of his vehicle. Unfortunately, our Yo missed one of these shells. Actually, no, he didn't even get the second one out. But either way, we're going to reload here. Just give me a couple seconds, game. Ooh, our M6 Yo is just bleeding all of his health. You're in a Tier 10 Heavy, and you've just bled all of it, all of your health. Alright, well, this is not good. Not good at all. I'm going to sit right here because I can completely stop what would be... Well, you know what? Oh, God, this guy's just bleeding everything. Well, at least the Yo did get some decent chunks of damage out. We got the 50B right off to the side as well. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. If I can sit right here, I think this would be a good opportunity to hold off the enemy, but apparently not. That guy just did not care. And fire! Ooh! 1400 damage right there into the enemy Yo. I mean, that definitely helped out my teammate, but, well, we're going to have to hope it's a little bit better. I'm the only one really holding here. Come on, Yo, finish off the 57. I believe in you. You can do it. Come on, mediums, you guys can do it. Now, in this situation, I don't really think we're going to win this, just looking at what's going on, but you never know. Yeet! There you go. Alright, we did finish off the enemy tank, which is good news. The bad news is everything else. Alright, so the 50B is a potential one-shot, which is good news. Unfortunately, probably not going to be, but there's only one way to find out. So let's keep backing up, and backing up, and backing up. Alright, nice, and come on, 92, hit that 50B, please, 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 please. And we just gotta hit this 50B one time in the turret, and boop! Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now we just pull forwards, and nice. Alright, alright. This E75, I mean, honestly, we're probably gonna win this. This 50B is not too happy with me, I can tell you that. We got the Yo right in front of us, who is going to get one shell in, and he is going to die. There you go, nice. Okay, 50B actually did die from a teammate, which means we win this battle. The 183 actually did do a pretty big effort into winning this battle, I gotta be real. The team did not do great at beginning, and our heavies kind of fell apart, but thankfully, our TVP and Emil were able to win the other side of the map. Now, realistically, our Emil should have pushed with the rest of the heavies, but as long as the battle turned out like this, it's fine with me. But man, that was a stressful battle. We penned our Hesh on that AMX50B. We penned a Hess shell onto the Yo, so that's already like 3,000 hit points we did there, 2,700. And then we also managed to deal a couple just standard shells onto the enemy team. Not a bad game at all, though. We did a pretty solid effort. So there's an actual example being able to do its job up in the front line. The 183, I always think of it as a pseudo-heavy, where you play it right behind the front line heavy so that you can support them, stop the enemy from poking, as they don't really want to poke a 1,000 damage gun. But to be realistic, I would say those types of battles are a 1 in 10 scenario, because it's very rare to actually get a game where you're in this situation to hold off the enemy, to pen your shells and get away with it and not bleed health. Normally what I find in the 183 is you poke, you get shot, and you hope that you hit back, because it's RNG based. That's the real problem with this tank. Now, I do think it should be RNG based, because I don't want a tank that has the ability to not only nuke your hit point pool, but then hit your shots, every time in it. So I'm very happy with the way the 183 is currently balanced in the game, but I do dislike when playing it, obviously, how the tank is very RNG dependent. Also, teams are very RNG dependent, because this team is pushing towards B. Oh boy, this looks like a fun battle. I lied. It's not. Well, I guess we'll see how this battle works out, because I have to stick with the team. I'm not pushing a 183, the largest box on the planet, off towards A side with a team that doesn't want to do that. So we're probably just going to watch our TVP melt away here in a moment. I'm just going to keep on pushing over here. Our IS-7's doing a decent job, and there's the 60 TP. Let's aim at a shell on him, and ooh, there you go. That was a pretty RNG rolly shot there. I gotta be honest, that was a 50-50 if it was going to hit. We got very, very lucky that it did. But because it did, it actually gave my heavies the opportunity to push. So that's nice. And this IS-7, that is not an RNG-dependent shot. That is an IS-7 poking a pretty easy shot for me. So yeah, just poked like a monkey there. And look at that, IS-7's now half health. This is where the 183 again just does its job well. I mean, if you poke in a situation that you shouldn't be, then you should be punished for it. That's one thing I do believe. That IS-7 poked like a monkey, so he bled like a monkey. We are going to continue pushing over here. We have lost our TVP, but thankfully our T-100 was actually able to get out alive in that situation. Now, one of our IS-7s has bled a little bit of health, but I'm just going to keep on pushing over here. Let's just keep on swimming, Hopefully I'm not detected. I don't think I am, actually. Nice. Okay, so the plan right now is just to drive behind this IS-7 and finish him off. Hello, and goodbye. Nice. Okay, there goes the IS-7. When it comes to connecting a shell like that, it's almost a guarantee that it's actually going to clear. So, actually, it's not almost a guarantee, it is. I think the lowest roll you can get with this vehicle is like around 20 or like 700. So sorry, I was thinking something else, but yeah, 700 with this tank is like one of the min rolls. So when that guy had 680 health, it's just a guaranteed clear. The IS-4 over here, we're going to aim in a hesh right on his lower plate, and well, we can't hesh him, but that works just as well, doesn't it? One standard shell into the IS-4, and that's literally half of his hit points gone. This is where the 183 just feels dumb. I mean, we just steamrolled through. We were able to penetrate all of our shells and get away with it in the process. And this IS-4 can't poke me because he knows that if he does, he's possibly in the situation of death. So, yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're not able to get this final shell out on the AMX50B down to base capture, but even then, we got 2 penetrating Hess shells and a max roll AP, and another shell as well. So, with that, we were able to deal 4,400 again. There you go. I played 3 battles in total in the 183 today, won all 3, and only one of them actually went pretty poor. That was a more lucky engagement, though. I would say that the shell in the 60 TP was extremely lucky, the fact that that actually hit his lower plate out of that situation. And when it comes to that battle in general, we just got lucky that their team kind of played into our hand. If their entire team went up, I can easily see that battle of being a loss, but when teams don't know where to drive, it works both ways. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Yeah, I just didn't expect this to work too well today, but it did. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.